We might be at a breaking point between both municipal police and the federal authorities in Chicago. What you're seeing behind me is a news report basically detailing how local Chicago PD has been receiving a ton of bogus calls, allegedly from ICE officers. They assert that ICE officers have been calling 911 lines to basically get local PD riled up so whenever protests begin, they're, more angry and ready to fight. But it also takes the local PD away from more important actual real world law enforcement tasks. And if you and I were to do this, that would be a crime. And on top of this, the report that local PD in Chicago was told to not help out ICE officers as they were being surrounded by local traffic, that ICE believed that they were being ambushed. And here we have the Chicago Mayor, Brandon Johnson, saying that he's going to issue an executive order creating, quote, ICE-free zones. Basically, he's banning ICE from city property. And you can see Matt Walsh, a large conservative commentator, saying that this is treason and conspiracy and he should be arrested immediately. My main question here is what exactly happens whenever ICE or other federal agents choose to test that limit that Brandon Johnson is putting on city property? Like, who's going to stop him? Is the Chicago PD going to actually try to enforce this and stop ICE? And who's going to win that battle? This is setting conditions for a pretty significant standoff between local, state, and federal agencies, and that really is testing federalism. In fact, here we have the response from Mike Lee saying, hey, look at the supremacy clause. That's basically the clause where this federal law is supreme over state law, which is over municipal law. So it creates a top-down level of authority. And the same would be applied here with federal agencies. So doing this is effectively circumventing part of the Constitution. This is actually a more significant development than I think many are realizing, and this is getting buried in the headlines because there's a billion other things that are going on that's crazy and that needs to be at the top of the headlines. So this definitely bears watching.